I'm sure everybody can hear me now. Heat race 4 out on the track. Lap number 1 completed there. Working lap number 2. We're at the USA Speedway. Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series. We're going to get a quick refresh on the paints here in just a moment. We had to join the action as it was already happening because I have been at Dirt Slingers. Now everybody ought to hear me a whole lot better. Sorry for joining the action as it was happening, but that's just the way that it kind of goes sometimes. So we'll get a quick refresh here. Let the cars reload. Right now, Sean Wallenfeld's out in front of the Australian assassin, Louis Hewitt, as the caution flies over the speedway. Looks like maybe the 97 car getting away just a little bit slow. We'll go back here. We'll take a look and see what happened to Matt Henninger. It didn't want to show us. He was right in between cameras right there. Looks like he clipped the wall just a little on the entry. Oh, then the 022 of Mason Hannigan comes down across his nose, spins him off to the inside right there. So Matt going to get the car going again, going to grab somewhere close to the back of the field back here. Reaching the halfway point. This is heat race number 4. We have not seen the first 3, so I don't know who's already transferred through and who's in the alphabet soup yet, but I do know they had a bunch of cars in here. It looks like at least 50. If you're just joining us, you're probably coming over from the DSRL race. Great race over there for those guys, Williams Grove. Week 4 of the Thursday Thunder Series presented by Tim Sims. The Hulk David Heileman winning that one, so he is not here for the first session of this one, but they are in warp speed trying to get down here right now. Make it to show number 2. Get back up here at the front. Sean Wallenfeld's out in front of this one. Louis Hewitt second. Mason Hannigan third. Joe Quinn sitting in fourth. Peyton Grease, Andre Smith, Matt Henniger, Jeff Westergaard, Mike Keegan, and Dylan Hauser. Dylan Hauser off track. Mike Keegan and Jeff Westergaard all laps down, possibly not even on the track. Hey, thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Guys, don't forget we're streaming both here and to the YouTube channel. Hopefully by this time next week or by even Sunday night, I can stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Going to try to work that out tomorrow if I have some time. We're about to go back green here. Going to have 3 laps to go. Heat race number 4, session number 1. Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series from USA Speedway. And Sean Wallenfeld is back on the gas. The green flag is back out. Louis Hewitt giving chase right there. Mason Hannigan right behind that. The battle for the 4th spot was Quinn. Grease got down the bottom, found that grass. Car got quite a bit out of shape with him. That's going to drop Grease all the way back to about 6th or 7th. Now Matt Henninger right here in the 5th spot, trying to get up here to Quinn, take that spot away and transfer straight through. 2 laps to go that time by. Get a look up here at the front. Wallenfeld's hounded by the Australian assassin. Louis Hewitt up inside, not quite enough to stick it and keep it there, so keep Wallenfeld's out in front. When they took the white flag, you saw the big bump. Lifted the front end of that 42 car off the track when they headed off in the corner. These guys on the white flag lap right now. Down the backstretch, and Hewitt throwing in the slide job. Oh, and it does look like Wallenfeld's got into the fence a little bit, so that's going to let Hewitt win heat race number 4. Wallenfeld's is second. Hannigan third, and Quinn going to come home in the 4th spot. Henninger, Grease, Smith, Westergaard, Keegan, and Hauser taking a trip into the consolation races. Heat race number 5 about to grid out for us. Know that on the pole, Dustin Sargent drives the 246 machine, and 2 is outside the Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion number 93 machine of the Catfish, Chris Roberts. Row 2 on the inside, the 46, Cameron Merriman. And on his outside, the Wicked Relief Gum with CBD, number 25 of Kevin Click. Row 3 on the inside, the 19 Decides Wicked Cushion, number 222 of Weston Newell. And on his outside, Patrick Fogel in the 215. Row 4 on the inside, the 072 of Jeff Stewart. And his outside, Twisted Motorsports driver, number 54, Alex Stoudinger. And on the back row, on the inside, the 415, Stephen Renaud. And to his outside in the Kawasaki sponsor, number 142, that is Chris Pierce. 246 machine not making the call, so that is going to move that inside row up. Now we'll put Cameron Merriman on the pole. For heat race number 5, the entire inside row will scoot up one spot. Hey, finally won one. Good deal, good deal. You'll get an email asking you for information, and then that gets shipped directly from the sponsor. It does not get shipped from us here at DRN. So that'll come to you sometime next week. All right, these guys are going to go green this time off turn number 4. Final heat race of session number 1. Sorry for the abbreviated show on this one, folks, but we finished up at Dirt Slingers and came immediately over here, crawled in the booth, joined the action already in progress. Pace truck is in there on the throttle. What a jump by Merriman. Soon as that pace truck ducked in, he took off. Gonna put Chris Roberts in the second spot, but he's hounded on the inside by Weston Newell. Newell up the inside drag race to turn 3. Newell tries to power it in, but keeps it down on the bottom, and now they're 3 wide off turn number 4. Click on the top. Roberts in the middle. Newell on the bottom. Weston Newell going to prevail off the bottom side, and he's going to go challenge for the lead right away. Right now, Chris Roberts, Kevin Click. They got company. Stephen Renaud, the 415 machine, that black car right there, trying to find his way into the show straight from the heat races. Roberts on the inside, still able to hold off Kevin Click, at least for the time being. Right behind Weston Newell. Newell was challenging for the lead. Cameron Merriman hanging on to that car on the top side. 46 machine able to keep the lead right now in front of Weston Newell, but that battle for 3rd and 4th starting to heat up, and Stephen Renaud really just waiting to see if one of these guys makes a mistake so he can have the freebie, and there might be the mistake that he needed. Merriman put it in the fence. Everybody passed the leader and moved Merriman back to the 6th spot. Patrick Fogel right in the middle of this thing. He got by him as well, so Newell is out in front. Roberts is second. Click is third. Renaud in a transfer spot right now. Working lap 5 of 10. About 4.5 to go in this one. Chris Roberts right through the middle. We used to seeing him on the bottom. And he is now hounding Weston Newell. Right off of turn 4. Both cars were on the bottom. Kevin Click around the top side, not able to get it done. Renaud still in the 4th spot. Patrick Fogel closing the gap now, works to the inside. The final transfer spot up for grabs. Renaud off the top side now has a big advantage. Good drive through turns 3 and 4 that time, but Fogel able to close up on the bottom, finding all of the grip down there low on the track down the straightaway, and he's trying to use that to his advantage. Back to the front. They'll see 3 to go this time off turn number 4. Newell, Roberts, Click, and Renaud still your top 4, but Patrick Fogel not giving up on challenging for that final transfer spot. Kevin Click now has fallen just a little bit back of Chris Roberts. Roberts about 2 car lengths back of Weston Newell, but with 2 to go, your top 3 on the screen. No real challenge for any spots right now, but on the top side, is Roberts going to have the drive off the corner? No, he does not get there. Newell finds a bunch of grip down on the bottom. pulled away just a little bit, but I think if Roberts can continue to ride that cushion, he'll find his way to the lead, and he's got it. Oh, barely missed it at the line. Maybe 2 or 3 feet. Now Newell tries to cover the top. Roberts was already there. Now Chris Roberts to the lead. Kevin Click challenging for the second spot. We're on the white flag lap. Chris Roberts, the catfish, off turn number 4. Looks like he's going to win the 5th and final heat race. Weston Newell second. Kevin Click in third. And Stephen Renaud, your final transfer spot. Great race to the end for these guys right there. Fogel, Stoudinger, Pierce, Stewart, Merriman. And if Sargent is still here, he will be in the alphabet soup. And we're about ready to head for the consolation races right now. Going to have a D main. This should be 10 laps. It's going to have 12 cars. Jeff Westergaard, the 66 machine, going to start on the pole outside the 072 of Jeffrey Stewart. Row 2 on the inside. Jamie Wallace in the 100 machine, and on his outside, 007 of Kevin Sargent. I'm sorry, it's Kyle Sargent. Row 3 on the inside, Chris Pierce in the 26 machine, the second Chris Pierce. And on his outside, the 92 machine, that's Mike Keegan. Row 4 on the inside, you saw Cameron Merriman in the last race. Was leading until he found the fence. He starts on the inside, and Garrett Adams was to start on his outside, the 098. Row 5, the 073 of Nicholas McGahey on the inside. Kenneth Drake, the 171 to his outside. And on the back row, Dylan Hauser in the 29. It's supposed to be Dustin Sargent in the 246, but neither Garrett nor Sargent going to make the call in this one, so we will have 10 cars vying for 4 spots. How's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in. Everybody watched the DSR rail race tonight? How much is a basic setup? Well, it just depends how much you want to spend on the wheel and pedals, because you can go to Ford Entertainment Group, find them right here on Facebook, and get a iRacing worthy PC. No monitor, but you can get a tower for $600 or $700 by the time you add the keyboard, mouse, monitors, wheel and pedals. You're probably talking somewhere in the $1,500 neighborhood. That's a pretty cheap setup, but it'll be pretty effective. You won't be able to run everything maxed out, but you should be able to run everything on high. D-Main on the track right now. Going to go green off turn 4. Westergaard and Stewart on the front row. We're going to take 10 laps to get it settled. We're going to move 4 cars to the back of the C-Main.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is in the air. Woo, a little squirrely on the start, and these guys are putting dents in them right out of the box.
All right, man.
And we're going to get a big caution right here. Chris Pierce's car upside down. That is absolutely not how you want to start your elimination race, by eliminating yourself. You saw the 007 get loose, the 292 come down across, and that clipped the right rear and starts a melee. So Keegan and Pierce able to both roll away. I don't know how much damage Mr. Keegan's car has. It doesn't look good. He's headed into the work area, which probably signifies that he will be finished for session number 1. Thank you, Dustin. And thanks for all the birthday wishes, guys. I appreciate it greatly. A lot of people sending me private messages, a lot of people on my wall, my timeline, telling me happy birthday. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Westergaard, Wallace, Merriman, McGahey, Stewart, your top 5. Sargent, Drake, Adams, Hauser, and Pierce rounding out that top 10. All 10 cars not on the track. Chris Pierce, Mike Keegan in. So only 8 cars left in this one, and they're still going to be looking for the 4 spots. They'll go green the next time off turn number 4. The lights will go off on the pace truck. 6 laps to go. He found something there that you didn't find, sir. That's the way you got to look at it. All right, they're going to go green this time. This is the D main. Still 6 laps of racing left in this one. Westergaard, Wallace, Merriman, McGathy, the top transfer spots right now. We'll see if that's how it remains when we get down to lap number 10.
Green flag, green flag.
All 4 cars get away good, but Westergaard, found a little fence across the bumps down the front stretch. And that caused Wallace to get in the back of him. Oh, that 66 car way out of shape. Westergaard's car falling back to the field, and the caution.
Caution is out.
Westergaard upside down. We saw it start on the screen, and we'll go back quickly and take a look here. But it looked like when he came off turn 2, the car just started to go to the right. He overcorrected it back to the left and never got control of it. Hit the wall, pulled down in front of cars. Well, that's just not nice to do that in front of company. And you saw, I'm not sure if that was Kyle Sargent. I'm pretty sure it was. That car rocketed back through one of the glitches and basically put him in orbit. At least he launched from Florida, so they'll be able to track him from the Kennedy Space Center. I do not want to go for that ride. We're going to have about 2 laps to go, I believe, when we get the green. Wallace, Merriman, Stewart, and Hauser, the top 4 right now. These guys in the D main, for those of you just joining us, and we appreciate you joining us. Don't forget, we are on the Facebook channel. I do not have that stream up right now. I will try to get that up here soon, so that I can see if anybody is speaking in that chat. If you are and I'm not answering you, I apologize. I did not have time to get that started. We joined this in progress. Right now, Wallace, Merriman, Stewart, and Hauser, your top 4. They're looking to transfer into the back of the C main. If they can stay where they are for 2 more laps when we take the green flag here, they will be transferred through. Everybody else will be done for session number 1. Right now, only 5 cars on the track. Kenneth Drake, our 5th car. Green flag back in the air.
Flag.
Wallace with a good jump. We're going to drop back here. Take a look. Watch Hauser and Stewart. Hauser got around him on the inside, at least momentarily. Now he's going to make that stick. So put the 29 car with a big run down the backstretch. Shot all the way to second. Up inside Merriman's car on the bottom. Just not able to make it work. White flag in the air. Still Wallace out front. Merriman, then Hauser. Kenneth Drake around Jeffrey Stewart into the 4th and final transfer spot, but Hauser not done trying to pick up spots. Goes around the outside of Merriman. They're going to go through 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag waving over this group when they come off turn number 4. Wallace wins it over Hauser. Merriman is 3rd. Jeff Stewart. Kenneth Drake actually coming across in the 4th spot. Jeff Stewart, 1st car out. So those 4 going to transfer to the back of our C main, excuse me. Oh, wow, there are some names in this one that I did not expect to see in the C main. On the pole, the number 54 of Alex Stoudinger. 2 is outside. The 75 car, that's Adam Elby. Row 2 on the inside, Callum Norseman on the inside, 218. 911, that's Michael Heileman on the outside. Row 3, the 088, Andre Smith inside. Chris Pierce in the 142 to his outside. Kevin Fry starts on the inside of row number 4 in the 56 machine, and on his outside, John Bragman in the 017. The 002 of Matt Williams inside row 5 with Jamie Wallace, your winner from the D main, and the 100 car to his outside. And on the 6th row on the inside, Dylan Hauser, the 29, Cameron Merriman, the 46. And on the back by himself, the final transfer car from your D main, the 171 of Kenneth Drake. 13 cars. I think they get 12 laps. Florida, I'm not even going to try to start that. I'm sure there's some kind of twisted humor behind that. I don't know if I want to be part of that. Where do you kids get this stuff from? Mr. Heileman missing the first session here. He was the winner over at Dirt Slingers tonight in the Thursday Thunder Series at Williams Grove tonight. As I recall, not only did he take quick time, he was the pole dash winner, and he led all the laps in the feature. All right, we are about to get the C main underway. 12 laps. 13 cars going to take the top 4, move them to the back of the B. Everybody else will be finished for session number 1. Green flag in the air. Stoudinger and Elby jump out 1, 2. Norseman right behind that. Elby with a big drive off the top, but man, Stoudinger had good run in the tacky stuff down the backstretch. He stretches out his lead. Norseman still third. Michael Heileman is fourth. Chris Pierce on the inside right there. Now he's holding up traffic. Oh, look out. Dylan Hauser into the fence. Hauser's car off the track. Looks like he's going to be finished for the night. I saw the blue and black machine go inside against the, or outside against the outside fence and then go down towards the inside fence. And he has already taken that car off the track. So he, Andre Smith, and John Bragman all look like they are finished. Got 10 cars still on track. Right now, Adam Elby around the high side, going to take the lead away from Alex Stoudinger in the 54 car. Norseman still third, but Kevin Fry, that 56 machine, the gray and orange machine, starting to close the gap. Working off the bottom right there. Now working on the inside in turns 1 and 2, trying to take the third spot away. Car just a little out of shape, and he's not going to get it accomplished this lap. Still Elby Stoudinger. You see Norseman, the white and green machine right there through the center. Still able to hang on to the third spot over Kevin Fry. Michael Heileman starting to make a little bit of noise and a caution. Not sure who this one was for. Go back and see what we can figure out here with Mr. Pierce. Oh, yeah. Chris Pierce hit the fence, got pushed around from behind. I'm not sure how that constitutes causing a caution. Oh, it's a 100 car. Jamie Wallace after that. He was right behind all of this when it happened. It must kind of been a chain reaction. Yep, got a little bit wiggly coming off the corner, found that little bump down the inside, and he came across the nose of Kenneth Drake right there. That's what brought out the caution. Get the field set. They're reaching the halfway point. Lights should go off on the pace truck this time. Elby, Stoudinger, Norseman, Fry, your top 4. Michael Heileman, Cameron Merriman, Kenneth Drake. Chris Pierce, Matt Williams, the remaining cars on track. Jamie Wallace, the first car off track. crashed it on lap 1. He's actually like 5 laps down. A lot of horsepower, not a lot of grip. Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello there, sir.
I did not hear you come in.
Yeah, I don't make a noise when I come in. I like to scare the crap out of you.
Yeah, like you did last night?
Yep.
Yeah. I literally almost jumped out of the chair last night when you spoke. Had I not looked at TeamSpeak and saw you in here and you spoke, you might have given me a heart attack. I'm an old man, remember? All right, LB, Stoudinger, Norseman, and Fry, your top 4 right now. They're sitting in the transfer spots. They're going to have 4 to go. Green going to come out off the exit at turn number 4. C Main. Still got one more elimination race. I don't know what that means, David. You want to know what's delicious, Jeff?
Sure.
Lemon Dr. Pepper.
I don't like Dr. Pepper, so I don't know how I'd feel about that.
That's a good answer.
Green flag,
Green flag in the air. Wheelie from Alex Stoudinger halfway down the front stretch. Kind of wish we'd have been on board like we were for Bergeron's the other night. But Elby with a big jump, 6/10 after we get a half a lap, and Kevin Fry in third. Callum Norseman back to the 4th spot. Those two guys trading spots on the first lap. Watch out around the top side. Merriman, big drive off, put him into 4th, and he's looking for more. He's trying to get around the top side. Kevin Fry, he's up in the penthouse, and he's going to have the drive. Move the 46 car into the 3rd spot. Move 56. Kevin Fry back to the final transfer spot. He's on the bubble. Callum Norseman just a bit behind that. Kenneth Drake coming up into the picture. Trying to make it a 3-way battle for the final transfer spot with 2 laps to go, but Adam Elby 1.2 seconds in front of Alex Stoudinger. Stoudinger now losing ground to Merriman. Merriman using that cushion like rails. Got that car coming to the front right here in the C main. Now takes it through the middle. No distance made up at that time, but watching through 1 and 2 right here. Car just launches around the corner. Move Cameron Merriman into the 2nd spot. Alex Stoudinger back to 3rd. Kevin Fry now in a battle. Callum Norseman up on the top side. They're coming off turn 4. Elby's going to win it. Merriman's 2nd. Stoudinger going to finish 3rd. Who's going to get the final transfer spot? Kevin Fry at the line. Norseman put it in the fence about 50 feet from the flag stand, and it takes him out of the final transfer spot. So the front 4 from that joining the back. Of the B main, 13 cars scheduled to be out here. And on the pole, the 21 machine of Tyler Henselman. To his outside, the 6 car, Tyler Chalk. Row 2 on the inside, Billy Rowley in the 84, and on his outside, the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Henninger in the 97. Row 3, the 215, Patrick Fogel inside, the 01, Kyle Stoltz on the outside. Surf Encelot, the 22 machine of Jason Nygaard inside row number 4, and Braden Fincell sits to his outside in the 201. Row 5 on the inside, Peyton Grease in the 292. It looks like possibly Alex Stoudinger is going to move to his outside, and that's going to leave the 46 of Cameron Merriman and the 56 of Kevin Fry in the back. And there is Adam Elby. I did not know if Mr. Elby was going to make it in. Must have had to make some last-second adjustments. You see him trunk in the wing right there real quick on the 75 car. Not used to seeing that 75 car going through the alphabet soup. But he started the last race about row 2. Ended up winning it, so we'll see. He's going to start row 5 this time. See where the 75 car comes to. This is a little bit stronger field. The further up the ladder you go, the stronger the field gets, the more intense the racing gets. These guys got 14 laps to get it done. No, Jeff, I got here during heat race number 4 right at the start of it, and we have been covering you guys since. So 4, 5, D, C, now the B. All right, lights are off on the pace truck. How long are you hanging around, Jeffrey?
I may stay till the end of this feature.
Cool, cool.
Not too much longer, so.
Rick Klinger, I will get to your message as quickly as I can, sir. Henselman and Chalk on the front row. Rowley and Henninger. Row 2 bringing us to the green this time off turn number 4. 14 laps for your B main. 13 cars. Looking for 4 transfer spots. Once that happens, we'll have all 24 cars for the A main. The green flag is in the air. Oh, a lot of contact right off the bat. I know I saw Fogel's car go to the inside. No caution just yet. Henselman out in front. Tyler Chalk was second. Now Rowley powers by. Matt Henninger on the inside trying to power by as well. Gets held up just a bit. Now Chalk on the high side gets all the way back up beside Billy Rowley for that second spot. Now Henninger on the inside goes around Rowley, but he isn't going to be able to hang on. Chalk's going to get around him on the high side. Move Henninger to third. Rowley's the 4th spot. Peyton Grease right outside in 5th. Down against the inside fence, trying to find all that grip, trying to miss all those bumps on the exit. Tyler Henselman out in front of these guys, 0.8 of a second. You heard Chalk go into the corner right rear, found the fence briefly. Didn't slow him down. He used that cushion up there to get a launch, and he's going to hang on to second in front of Henninger. Henninger being hounded by the 84 car, just trying to get lower and lower through every set of corners, and now just a little bit of breathing room. Henninger with the slider line into 1 low, out of 2, kind of middle, kind of high. Gotta watch out giving up that bottom right there. That is where all the grip is. And Rowley knows how to stay down there.
That car right on the floor.
Yeah. Adam Elby started in 10th, and he is already into 5th. Elby's going to be going around Rowley right here. Off of turn 2. Adam Elby powers off the high side. He's got the 4th position. Now Rowley's on the outside looking in. That'll ratchet up the pressure just a little bit. Now Elby around Henninger.
All right, man.
Caution on the speedway right after that happened. Did Sir Fencelot do it again?
He did.
Did he do it on his own is the real question. There he goes by the camera off turn number 4. Sure enough,
He hit the bump turn 4.
jumped across the bump on the exit of turn 4. Found the outside fence. Build that wall. Build that wall. Oh, sorry.
Just wait until iRacing puts a deck in here that doesn't have any walls on the outer part of it.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with Nygaard then.
I think Jason will be all right then.
He'll go off into Neverland.
They'll use that the bank as a ramp instead.
It's like that when you go off and when you come back on, depending on how fast you're going. All right, halfway home in this one. Let's set the field up for you right now. Henselman, Chalk, Elby, Henninger, Rowley, Grease, Merriman, Stoltz, Stoudinger, and Fry, your top 10. Only the top 4 get to hang around, so the cutoff point is the 97 car back there. I think we're going green this time, aren't we?
Nope, lights are still on the pace car.
Oh, wow. So we're going to lose 1 more lap in this one. Thanks for all the likes, the shares, guys. Yeah, Jeff, can you do some shares? I did not get some done. I would appreciate that.
Man, you are needy.
I know. I'm pretty needy today. I feel bad, too, about that. I do. banging the microphone there. Had to turn my head, and well, that wasn't a good idea. Everybody calls me old man now. That's not funny.
I mean, it's an accurate description.
I feel it today. Everything that's going on. Sorry, I had to send a quick message there. Going to go green this time for sure off turn number 4. Henselman, Chalk, Elby, Henninger, the top 4.
Green flag, green flag.
5 laps to go. See who can hang on to what positions here. Henninger had a good run on the inside, but Elby able to counter. Now Henninger, big power down the backstretch on the inside through the tacky stuff. Pulled right up along Elby on the entry to the corner. We'll see if he can do it again on the front stretch. Elby gets away down the front stretch. That car bounces and loses grip, and you see how Henninger's car surges right up beside him. On the high side, Tyler Chalk trying to take the lead away from Tyler Henselman, just not able to do it yet. And this time, Henninger deep into turns 3 and 4. Had it up beside, but watch out, Merriman now going to put a challenge on for the bubble spot. Henselman still out in front. Elby battling Chalk. Elby on the bottom side, Chalk on the top side. Merriman around Henninger. He's got the 4th and final transfer spot. Tyler Chalk's car looks like it's starting to falter. Peyton Grease down the inside into the 97 machine. Moves him off, puts him back to 6th. Move Grease to 5th. Right now, Tyler Henselman being challenged on the high side. Adam Elby on the cushion, flies to the lead with a lap and a half to go. Move Henselman to 2nd. Now Merriman into 3rd underneath Chalk. Chalk trying to fight back on the top side. White flag in the air. Elby has the lead. Henselman is 2nd, but Merriman around the top side gets to drive off. He gets into the 2nd position. Move Henselman back to 3rd. It's a 3-way battle for the final 3 transfer spots. All these guys need to do is finish right where they're at, and they transfer through because Elby's going to win it. Merriman 2nd, Henselman 3rd, and Chalk, your final transfer car. Grease, Henninger, Rowley, Stoltz, Stoudinger, Fry, Nygaard, Pincel, and Fogel all going to have to wait for session number 2. Don't forget, folks, session number 2 going to be coming up right after the 25-lap feature. Well, right now, these guys are about to roll out for their 2-minute warm-up session, and that'll give us time to pay some bills real quick. Wicked Cushion, proud sponsor of the Dirty Old Bastards. We're very happy to have them on board at the Dirt Racing Network, bringing you all this great coverage. They've got everything you need if you're a dirt track fan. If you go to the real dirt track, or if you watch it here, they got all kinds of apparel, all kinds of gadgets. Go by and visit them at wickedcushion.com. Use the promo code DOBRL for a 10% discount. You get your orders in by midnight on race night. Your shipping is always free. That's wickedcushion.com. What do you think, Jeff? What are we going to see in this feature?
That's a good question. I mean, based on how Elby was driving in the C main and the B main, I expect to see him up toward the front.
Yeah, he's got a long ways to go, but yep.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he's riding that rim just as Eiler usually does, and man, he's fast.
Chris, this is USA Speedway, Lakeland, Florida. They it used to be a paved track. It's not even there anymore, but for iRacing, they put dirt on it and gave it to us as a dirt track. All right, when we get to our starting lineup here just shortly, as always on the Dirt Racing Network, it is brought to us by the Ford Entertainment Group, custom PC sales and simulation hardware. Drop by and give Jeff a holler. His phone number is actually on the screen right there. Jeff Ford, a great ambassador for sim racers, gamers. Visit them on Facebook.com at Facebook.com/Ford Entertainment Group, or on their YouTube channel, YouTube.com/Ford Entertainment Group FEG. If you use the promo code DRN10, you're going to get $10 in iRacing credits when you make a purchase. That's the Ford Entertainment Group, bringing you your starting lineup.
20 side.
25 lap feature. Waiting to grid the cars out. On the pole, the Cadillac sponsored number 110 of Kevin Hanley to his outside. The Wicked cushion number 15 of Michael Sheridan. Row 2 on the inside, the 046. Another SimWorks machine, and that is Ricky Sanders. And to his outside, his teammate in the 303, the Australian assassin Lewis Hewitt. Row 3 on the inside, the Catfish, the 93 machine of Chris Roberts on his outside. The number 16, that's Alex Bergeron. Row 4 on the inside will be the 5 machine of Rusty Kruger, and to his outside, Blade Witt, the 107. Sean Walfeld starts the 42 on the inside of row number 5 with Weston Newell, the 222 to his outside. Kyle Keene inside of row number 6, the 2 machine, and on his outside, the 9, that's Justin Thomas. Row 7, the 20, Jonathan Lowe up the inside, and on the outside, the 022, Mason Hannigan. We move back to row number 8. Kevin Click starts the 25 machine on the inside. Jeremy Zarfos, the 51, starts on the outside. Vinny Sansone starts the 080 on the inside of row number 9 with Anthony Job in the 001 to his outside. The 901 of Joe Quinn inside row 10 with Stephen Renaud, the 415 on the outside. And Adam Elby will start. Winner of the B main, he starts inside of row number 11, the 75, with Cameron Merriman, the 46, on his outside. And on the final row, Tyler Henselman in the 21 inside, Tyler Chalk on the outside. That's the 6 car. And that is your 24 car field. They're going to do 25 green flag laps. Do not mind whatever that ticker says at the top for a lap count. It will not be accurate, but we will keep you updated as to when the white flag is supposed to fall. Every time we have a caution, we're going to add 3 laps. So right now, if they go flag to flag, it would be lap 25 when we see the white flag. When's the last time you saw a flag to flag race here, Jeff?
Monday night.
Is that right? Oh, yeah. We did have flag to flag, didn't we?
Yep.
The boys with the Monday Nights KNIGHTS series put on a hell of a show, flag to flag, right here, 30 laps. Wishing all these guys good luck. I'd love to see a flag to flag race. That would be awesome, fantastic, and superb. Right now, they're about to drop the green flag. Feature number 1. Don't forget feature number 2. A little ways away, but that session will start immediately following this one. And the green flag is out. We're racing 25 laps on the board. You saw Hewitt's car jump quickly to the inside right there, finding those bumps. So right now, Hanley out in front. Ricky Sanders comes out of turn 2 in second. Michael Sheridan right behind that. And then it is a mad dash. Lewis Hewitt, the green and black machine right there, has the 4 spot currently. Right in front of what I have to consider one of the fastest Canadians I have ever seen in my life. That 16 car, Alex Bergeron. He is fast in anything he gets in and everywhere he goes. You can see these guys just fighting all over the place, looking for grip. Right now, Chris Roberts around Bergeron. Bergeron up the inside. This is for the 4th and 5th spot right here. Bergeron holds the car down on the bottom, and on the top side, Ricky Sanders trying to get by both of these guys. Caution gonna fly. We'll have to see what happened there, and we'll have to find out what the positions were at the time of the caution. Looks like Justin Thomas's car pretty much destroyed. Let's go back and see what happened to him. Oh, he found the fence, and then he found a lot of pain. Suspension knocked out from under the right rear of that one. That one is going to sit. Yeah, she's going to dog walk, and she is going to lean over. Wounded sport right there. All right, we're going to let these guys kind of square these things up, get them single file when they come across the line. Then we'll show you our top 10. Lap 28 going to be our new white flag lap. As soon as they get down here into turns 1 and 2, they've got another pace lap, so we've got plenty of time to get this squared away. Looks like the Australian assassin Lewis Hewitt out in front. Michael Sheridan going to be second. Kevin Hanley third. Chris Roberts fourth. Ricky Sanders 5th, Alex Bergeron 6th, Weston Newell 7th, Blade Witt 8th, Kyle Keen in 9th, and Jonathan Lowe your top 10. So when that all was transpiring and the caution fell, Chris Roberts did have the front spot out of those three guys. He, Sanders, and Roberts were battling pretty hard. I'll look back to your top 5 and where they're all from halfway around the world to the northern Midwest, way on over into Yankee Company right there, down south into Carolina, and all the way out to California. So these guys from all over the place. Friday Eve, huh? Okay, well, it's the cool down period before the weekend. Hewitt, Sheridan, Hanley about to bring us back to green at 22 laps to go. Pace truck headed in. You hear the engines revving. They can't go anywhere until the leader goes, and a lot of wheelies down the front stretch. Hanley's car off on the grass, and he's got to back down, brings it back on the track. He's going to fall to about 6th or 7th, where that's at. Lewis Sheridan, Chris Roberts up to 3rd briefly. And Ricky Sanders back around the top. Now Roberts with a big drive down the backstretch. We're going to see that 93 car stay on the bottom as much as he can feel comfortable doing it. And he's going to use the grip down there while these cars are bouncing around on the front stretch, losing grip, losing speed. He's going to try to use the grip on the bottom and the smoothness of the track to get that big run you see right down there. Head off into the corner with the spot. Doesn't necessarily come out with it, and it may take a couple extra laps for him to finally seal the deal. But right there, he's into the 3rd spot all on his own, but Alex Bergeron muscles him up off the line. Move Roberts to the top. Ricky Sanders in the middle, Alex Bergeron on the bottom. They were 3 wide for a second, but Bergeron uses the tacky on the bottom, and he fires past them all into the 3rd spot. Sanders trying to fight back. Now Bergeron slider up the hill. That made Sanders have to check. These guys closing in on Michael Sheridan. Hewitt 2 seconds out in front of the field. Sheridan is your 2nd place car in the blue and white machine on the bottom right there. Alex Bergeron now 3rd. Ricky Sanders 4th. Chris Roberts is your top 5. Bergeron's car finding plenty of grip on the bottom, and he flies past Sheridan. My goodness, that car launched down the backstretch. Put Ricky Sanders around Sheridan on the high side into the 3rd spot. Sheridan now 4th. He's got company. Chris Roberts up the inside. Oh, squeeze play, entering 1. Neither car wrecks, but Sanders, Roberts made contact. Roberts around on the bottom gets past Michael Sheridan. Move the 15 car back. Another spot. He's right in front of Kyle Keen. Kyle Keen. Different color car than I'm used to seeing him in. Looks good on him. Black, red, and white. Wicked Cushion number 2 machine right there in the 6th spot. Weston Newell right behind that 7th. Kevin Hanley is 8th. Jonathan Lowe 9th. And Adam Elby from the back of the field forged his way into the top 10. He's running 10th or 11th, depending on where you're at on the track at the moment. So he's battling with Job for that spot, but at the front, Alex Bergeron starting to close the gap. 2 seconds when he cleared for 2nd place. Now it's down to 1.4. Make it 1.3 at the line that time. These guys on a good green run. We're going to come to the halfway point this time by. Bergeron off the bottom, Sanders on the bottom, Hewitt running the top, but now kind of stabilizing, not really making time, not really losing time. But Bergeron's running 2 different lines. He runs the top in 1 and 2. And it takes it to the bottom in 3 and 4. You watch him come off turn number 2, past the camera. Hewitt way to the middle, looking for the grip. Same kind of thing they were doing on Sunday night with the Dirt Slingers Outlaw Series. They were getting away from the bumps, taking the car and finding the sticky stuff down at the bottom. Sanders still third. Roberts is fourth. Michael Sheridan fifth. But Sheridan now passed on the outside. Weston Newell comes past. Moves Sheridan to sixth. Kyle Keene right there. All these guys teammates, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Sheridan's car just a little out of shape off the bottom. That gap at the front, no longer in. It's inside a second. It's down to a half a second. Alex Bergeron closing it up, running down the leader. See what happens when the 16 machine gets up to the Australian Assassin. Now he's got it down to 2.5 car lengths, down to a car length. Good drive off the exit of the corner. Looks like Hewitt's car might be giving up a little bit of grip, especially up there on that cushion. Both cars to the top of the track in 1 and 2. Seven laps to go when they come off turn 4 this time. Still Hewitt, Bergeron, Sanders, Weston Newell. Your fourth place, Chris Roberts fifth. Kind of watching this battle up here at the front. It's really the only cars that are very close. I mean, Chris Roberts just barely in front of Kyle Keene. Adam Elby now into the 7th spot. He's gotten around Michael Sheridan. Got his sights set on Kyle Keene. Bergeron had to lead for a split second off the top side. Hewitt not able to get the drive. Alex Bergeron, new leader, down into turns 3 and 4.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution coming out with 5 laps to go. That caution coming out might be Michael Sheridan, and sure enough, Michael Sheridan's car was backwards off of turn number 2. Oh, Weston Newell a little loose. That moved LB down, and that was right where Sheridan was at. Had to wait for the traffic to clear. Bergeron did not have the lead when the caution fell, apparently, because Lewis Hewitt is back out in front. We're going to change our white flag lap to lap 31. Good long green run right there from about lap 5 to about lap 24, so about 18, 19 laps they put in consecutively there. Only our second caution, still 5 laps to go. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Likes and shares as always. Over the 4,200 followers mark. On our way to 5,000. Looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. We are going to go green right here. Five to go. Hewitt Bergeron, Sanders, your top three. Chris Roberts is fourth. Kyle Keene in
Green
fifth.
flag,
And the
green
green flag back in the air. Hewitt got a good jump right there, but Bergeron, big power down into turns 1 and 2. Just not quite the same amount of power through the center. But he finds the speed down the backstretch, and now Hewitt's going to cover the inside. Whoa, covered it too much, got into the fence. 4 laps to go. Bergeron around Hewitt. Ricky Sanders out of nowhere into the third spot. Chris Roberts, Kyle Keene trying to fend him off, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. Move the 46 machine up on the podium. They're going to have 3 to go this time by. Sanders working the high side. He's got the third spot, but Kyle Keene not giving up that easily. Big drive down the front stretch on the inside, and he powered by on the entry to the corner. See what he's got down the back stretch, just not quite enough to get there. Bergeron a second and a half in front of Hewitt. This is 2 laps to go right here. Now Sanders moved down. He's taking control of the bottom line. Keene in underneath, a little bit of power through the center. Now Keene into the third spot. Move the 2 car. Kyle Keene onto the podium. Ricky Sanders to 4th. Chris Roberts 5th. Adam Elby and Kevin Click battling for 6th and 7th. But the white flag off of turn 4 for Alex Bergeron. They'll race this one out. Hewitt 1.7 seconds, 2.2 seconds as he hits the fence. That's going to put him in jeopardy of losing the spot to Chris Roberts. Roberts around into the third spot on the final lap, final 2 corners. Bergeron wins it. Keene going to come home second. Chris Roberts on the podium. Going to finish in the third spot. What a finish to that one. Top 3 on the front stretch. Past the flag stand, please.
All right, man. Caution.
What a finish. Alex Bergeron comes through and wins this one. Kyle Keene in second. And on a last lap pass, Chris Roberts into the third spot. Session number 1 completed. Have them parked at an angle, please. All right, now everybody kind of in their spot here. Let's grab them up one at a time. Alex Bergeron is showing up in the chat. Let's get Mr. Roberts in here. Chris Roberts, you got a copy?
I got you.
Well, last lap pass in turns 1 and 2 secures you a podium spot, buddy. Tell us about the race and how you end up on that third podium spot.
Well, thanks to Lewis there, he had some problems out of 2, got into the wall, and that opened the door up for me to get third. But I was in contention all up front there the whole race. Felt good as always when I come here, so I was hoping for a little bit better, but third's gonna do it for this. I'm happy about that.
Looked like there was a lot of grip, and you guys were able to really make some moves down on the bottom, especially down the straightaways. The guys on the top maybe bouncing a little, losing a little bit of traction, a little speed, but you guys that were running from the middle down were able to just fly right beside them or past them as you got into the next corner. Was that your strategy? We know you like to feed off the bottom, but was that your strategy, or was it just something you kind of found while you were out there running around?
Yeah, that was the strategy from basically the get-go. The last few times we've came here to USA, the middle line has worked really well for me.
Lights are back on the pace.
After not being able to move on the bottom, and then the line that I ran in the heat race coming high out of 2 there wasn't working for me either. I went back to what I knew should be in by now, and the middle line was working quite well and able to make the progress and avoid the bumps coming out of the corners, and if somebody got to the inside, pinch them down low, and I have to make them wait even longer to get back into the throttle and get to run in the middle there.
All right, man. Well, any sponsors you need to give a shout out to or some thank yous, and we'll let you get ready for session number 2.
As always, Wicked Cushion for everything they do. It's been a rough week this week with so far, but hopefully the boys here do another good job here in race 2, like they did here in race 1. That definitely the sponsors love seeing that stuff a lot better. But so thanks to Wicked Cushion, all the other Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games, Northwest Focus Midgets with Wicked Energy Gum. Thanks to all our sponsors for doing what they do for us. You, Roger, up in the booth, you guys do a great job. And all the drivers and fans that continually come out and support us. I mean, the car counts the first 2 weeks here have just been outstanding. So that's real great to see, and everybody always supports. Thank you.
All right, guys. Third place finisher, Chris Roberts. We're going to let him get to his race control duties there. And we're going to grab the second place finisher, Kyle King. Kyle, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, man. What a drive for you. A lot of late moves there. You moved yourself up on the podium last couple of laps, and you bring old Chris Roberts around into the third spot with you there. Talk to us about your race and how you end up on second place.
I felt pretty good all race, actually. It was super slick, and I just kind of was feathering the throttle. There wasn't really any grip in the corners. You just kind of had to stick to the bottom and hope you found something. So I just kept doing that and waited for guys really in front of me to mess up, and that's kind of how I got up front and just kind of kept driving my race.
All right. Well, our second place banner not really working, so I'm sorry about that in the broadcast. But how rough is it when if you go up to the top, the car's going to bounce around, and you see guys that are just shooting past the other guys through the middle and on the bottom where all the grip was at? Is it to make the choice to go to one line or the other, afraid somebody maybe has something a little bit stronger on the cushion than you do? Or do you just rely on your patience on the bottom and knowing when to put the throttle down and just stick to your guns?
I just usually stick to my guns. Weston had a really nice run going there on the top, or it was like middle or something. And I was beside him a couple of times, and he finally drove by me again. But I just stick to the bottom and wait it out, honestly, until I start working up front or we get a caution, and then that's usually when I start putting the throttle down because the car gets a little lighter. But I can't run the top like a lot of these guys can, so I just stick to what I know and just run around the bottom.
All right, man. Well, shout outs to your sponsors, your fans, whoever it is. Any thank yous you want to throw out there, and we'll let you get ready for session 2.
Sure, everybody at Team SETI and Matt Henninger at Wicked Cushion for everything he does, and you guys are putting on this race and all the sponsors.
All right, guys. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us, Kyle. That's your second place finisher, folks. We look forward to talking to you again soon, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
Well, he wins again here. We're going to bring in Alex Bergeron. Alex, you got a copy? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there he is. There he is. All right, buddy. Will you get it done again in this series? I don't know how many that is now, but it is a bunch. Talk to us about the race and winning the A feature in session number 1 tonight.
Oh, it was a good time. Absolutely. Me and Lewis had a good run there, and it was a lot of fun. Line changing a lot, and made the choice to run the bottom a couple laps, and kind of caught him, and decided to stick down there, and it worked out for us. I mean, he ran the top a couple of times, and he tried to run the bottom, and he kind of tagged the wall out of 4, and just went by him. Then we just kind of pull away, and it was a bit easier there at the end, no pressure. The heat race, we qualified first, and then the heat race, we got a rough time on the start. We kind of felt back like 6th or 7th, something like that. We made some ground and finished second, and we started 6th, I think, in the feature, and just had patience and run my line, and was happy to be in second, just to have a good run. And then we had a lot of green flag laps, and kind of helped me out trying to watch Lewis line, and I was in Israel, and just decided, like I said, decided to run the bottom and made it work for us. So another good one for us.
All right, man. Well, I know you're itching to get to session number 2, so we'll keep it short with you. Shout outs to your sponsors, fans, and we'll let you head on over to session 2.
Thanks to all my partners, as always, for the amazing support. Nobi.com, Sign Shop at Kinney's, BK Designs, Max McLaughlin Racing, Meyer Inc., everybody watching, Coleman, Todd, Paul Keeney, Buzz Gulick, as always, My girlfriend as well for watching, supporting me all the time. Thank you. You guys for broadcasting. DOB for putting this up. Always good races. Always a good time to race here. Definitely looking forward for the next race. And also Team ABR, Jason Nygaard. Jason was spotting me for this race. He didn't make it in, but thanks to him. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next race.
All right, thank you, Alex. That is your winner, Alex Bergeron. Kyle Keene comes home second. Chris Roberts, the Catfish, coming home third. That'll do it for us in session number 1. Guys, it'll be just a few minutes. We will fire up session number 2. I don't know if my partner Jeff is going to stick around or not, but if he does, great. And if he doesn't, I will see him. Probably this weekend at some point. No response from Jeff.
There's no way I'm staying on.
All right, buddy. Then I will probably see you this weekend. I am going to shut it down for this one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please tune back in just a few minutes. We will have session number 2 for the Wicked Cushion Dirt 410 Outlaw series coming up as soon as the server is ready. I will be right back.